We made it. 8 o'clock. And here we are at the Katie's Arms, which actually this week was a complete rush because I forgot it was Friday. So if any of you are out there amidst your Easter weekends and you've come to join us, well, good for you. And if you haven't, because you're on your Easter weekend and you're having a lovely time, also good for you. But whoever's here, welcome to your pub online, the Katie's Arms. You will notice we now have our very own glassware with our very own Katie's Arms logo on it. Well, at least our coat of arms is now on our glassware that lovely Mark has sorted out. So super proud of that. And yes, I forgot it was Friday. So about half an hour ago, I was upstairs having a potter and I was like, wait a minute, something's wrong. And then I was like, shit, I think it's Friday. So here I am, still in my leggings, new top on. Well, not a new top, an old top, but a clean top. I did put a clean top on to come to the pub. Hello from Tipperary. Brilliant. Hello, Tipperary. And tonight, because I've done absolutely zero preparation, not that it often sounds like I've done any preparation anyway, does it? Then please do, we'll do questions and things, okay? North Carolina's here. The Toon are here. Happy Easter from Spain. How much would we all like to be in Spain right now? Scotland is here. Rochdale. Hello, my loves. All a bit rapey in Rochdale. No, I didn't mean that at you. I aimed that at the police force up there. Two of the worst police forces in the country. West Yorkshire and West Midlands. I say that without fear, because it's correct. And that's shortly followed by, of course, Police Scotland. We have to do a little bit on Police Scotland tonight, won't we? And their hate crime bill that they're bringing in. Is it on the 1st of April? When is that? Is that like now? I don't know what date we're on either. Can you see? Completely lost where I've gone in the world. But we must talk about the Scottish hate crime bill that passes on the 1st of April. I know there's a protest planned, but I have some personal experience with Police Scotland, which we should gossip about. Sunderland is here. I'm going to be in Sunderland soon, aren't I? When am I in Sunderland? Hold on. On the 5th, is it? 5th of July in Sunderland. Come on, Sunderland. I'm really looking forward to that. Well, I'm really looking forward to the whole tour, actually. I'm really grateful. Thank you if you're coming along. I'm so grateful. We're sold out all over the place. Sunderland isn't sold out. And Limerick, I know we still have. And I also sound a bit bunged up, I know, but there we are. Cheers, everybody. Sheffield's here. And the Falklands Islands. Oh, my goodness. My whole heart. Well, hello to you as well. Thank you for joining us on Good Friday. And I'm happy you're all here. I'm happy I'm here as well. I'm happy that I remembered. So get this. I suddenly go, it's Friday. And I call down to lovely Mark. I was going, Mark, what day is it? And he goes, it was Friday. I was like, yes, and? Because we'd all forgotten that I'm supposed to be doing Katie's Arms and opening up the pub. So I ran upstairs in an effort to look less like, a 90-year-old housewife who's slightly demented and may or may not have pissed herself. I think that's sort of the flavour of what I looked like. I haven't changed that much, obviously, but that's sort of how I looked about 5 minutes ago. Lovely Mark comes upstairs, get this. And I've just thrown on a skirt. I threw on a top. And I was just what was I trying to do at that point? I think I was trying to put some deodorant on. I'm not sure why I have to wear deodorant. Hello, Cardiff. I'm not sure why I have to wear deodorant to do a Katie's Arms, because you guys can't actually smell my armpits. And he came up and he said, get this, is it Halloween? Because I had a black top on and my skirt was kind of dark. But the overall inference was that I looked like a witch. So not only have I forgotten my own life, which, you know me, it's not like I'm anal about this, like it's supposed to be fun and we're supposed to be here laughing at me. Katie should be Britain's first landlady, yes. But not only have I flown upstairs to make a small effort to look less like a 90-year-old with dementia who smells a bit pissy, which was the look I was kind of carrying off before. But old lovely Mark comes up, who everybody says is lovely, and says, is it Halloween? Which means now, even though you know me and I know you, and it doesn't matter really what I look like, because you know that in about 5 minutes I'll have pyjamas on that have got Chinese down the front. Probably a bit sticky at the crotch. Probably could have gone into the wash a good couple of days ago. The old sniff check. Can it make another day? That's why we get married, actually. I just say this. That's the reason we get married, just so we don't have to make an effort anymore. Truly. Because all that effort you put in, you know the years when you're not married and you're like really making an effort to like shave your legs or buy underwear that matches or like look like you're attractive or something. Or like the years where maybe you, I don't know, did anybody else used to, the sniff check? 100%. This is golden because it's brand new. But like the sniff check on the gym jams, that's when you know you've been married for quite a long time. If you're sniff checking your gym jams, that means that you're asking yourself, is my BO strong enough that he'll actually say something? It's not just like, does this smell? Because you already know that. That's why you're doing a sniff check. Honestly, it's, can I get away with this? And that's the real reason we get married. Just so we can get to the point where you think, can I get away with this? Same with the legging, really. Same with the jean. You know, the old sniff check. And us ladies know, I could be on my own with this, but that's the gamble I always take, isn't it? I always take the gamble that you guys will just leave me hanging and what I say isn't what you do. But like a legging, sniff check, maybe even a little too, you know, eau de poisson, even for us. I went into French there, so it sounded a bit more elegant. But even if it's is it a little bit too, has it gone the other side of a tuna sandwich? You know what I mean? But what you can do then, and us ladies know, just have a little crotch wash. That's it, crotch wash. So you get the legging. Anyone else? Evening, sorry, gusset sniffer, I know. But basically you get the gusset of the, I only use the word gusset because someone gave it to me. You get the crotch of your legging, bit of shampoo. Everyone's leaving me alone. Everyone's like, no, I don't know what she's talking about. Then you get a hairdryer and you turn your leggings into basically a double windsock. So you've got the hairdryer in here like this. I don't need that action played out with someone else doing a narration over what I'm doing. Get the hairdryer into the legging. Someone's saying stop. People are just basically, all the people out there are like, I don't even know. I don't know who she is. Because that's disgusting. I would never do that. 100% have done this. You get the hairdryer, put it into the legging, make the windsock, and then boom. Golden. No, nothing. Just shampoo, Fanny. Mum, if you're watching this, really, go on. How did we get onto that? Yes, because lovely Mark came upstairs and said, is it Halloween? And now he's feeling guilty, I know, because I was like, I'm trying to get ready. And all you've got to say is it Halloween? And bear in mind, everybody says lovely Mark is lovely. Well, you're not the one being called witchy, are you? While you're trying to keep your family on its feet. People never know that lovely Mark's my husband if you've shampoo Fanny. I know. But it's nice, especially if you get a bit of head and shoulders. Stops you getting dandruff at the same time. We weren't supposed to be, look, obviously this was not the topic, but I'm just getting over lovely Mark and my witch. And the thing about lovely Mark is he looks like, other people will know, Dame Edna, they know these are Deirdre Barlow's. And I love them. Can I say, so hold on, we've got to finish one thing and then we'll talk about the specs. So lovely Mark, everybody thinks he's lovely. And also he looks like a cross between Steve Jobs, if he was brought back from the dead, and a geography teacher. That's Mark's captured that, like, if you were doing a graph, look at here. I've got some paper, we can do it. So this would be a graph, and if you got that perfect moment in between looking like Steve Jobs and looking like a geography teacher, there's a downhill slope there because obviously geography teachers die. Here, right there, the intersection of A and B is lovely Mark. And he has the nerves to call me a witch. Thank you very much. Right, shall we move on to the glasses? Does he call me a good girl? Wait a minute. Oh, I see, geography teacher. I was trying to work that out. I was like, is that an overly sexual thing? No, my geography teacher did actually like me quite a lot because I was a class swot. I'm very good at geography. No, so the glasses. Here's a thing. These are new glasses, right? I do have my other pair as well. Let me get the other pair while we're doing the glass conversation. Christ, you probably didn't need to see quite that close to my forehead, did you? So this is my other pair that I just got redone. So I am now inviting and welcoming comments on my glasses. I love these. So in some ways, although I love everybody here, I don't really give a shit because I love them. Do you know what I mean? And they're so massive. Look at them. So everything on my face is really big. But these glasses, look at the size of them. They're literally huge. And people are so, like, on places that aren't here, our friendship group, where we don't have to agree, we just take the piss. People are so rude. They're like, those glasses, they're hideous, take them off. And I want to say, A, am I sponsored by Specsavers? No. Would I ever buy glasses from Specsavers? I hope not, but that's not the point. Because many people do, and that's lovely. And am I trying to sell you glasses? No. I'm just trying to be a dozy old bag that might make a couple of people laugh a little bit because life's so hard right now that if people don't laugh, they're either going to kill themselves or cry. But I mean, that's pretty much where we're at in Great Britain right now. Just if you're not in Great Britain, but you're probably in Canada. If you're in Canada, you know exactly how we feel because you've got... So but people are like, so I'm like doing a thing about, ha 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 ha. Look at what a silly cow I am. Ha 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 ha. People are like, those glasses are disgusting. Take them off your face. Those glasses make you look 150. Take them off your face. And it's like, oh my God, guys. Chill the fuck out. A, they're my glasses, not yours. B, I like them, so I'm going to wear them. C, I wasn't trying to sell you glasses, was I? I was trying to make you laugh. You bitter old bastards. So now you can choose. Do you prefer these? And I love them. They are Deirdre Barlow's on purpose. I'll also add that they're Tom Ford. But I'm not about labels, as you know. Or do we prefer these? These are my old ones. I've got to say, these are killer, aren't they? Which one do we like? So these are B. No, I don't. I mean, I do if it's you guys, and I do if it's people that have... If someone came to a show, silly cow, and they didn't have a good time, I'd be beyond more. If people didn't think I put enough effort in, or it wasn't good enough, or they didn't have a lovely time, or I didn't make them feel like I cared, that would be it life ending for me. Because I want everyone to be okay. About people being kind of recklessly unkind for no reason when I'm not trying to sell something. If I was trying to sell you, like, oh, look at me, aren't I so this? I get it, like, yeah. So this, were these B or A? Oh no, I've muddled it. Do we call these A? So we'll call these A. I'm really confused now because everyone's like, I don't know. So let's call these A. I'm so sorry if I've just muddled the system. This is A, okay, and this is B. This is like being in a mirror, but it's weird because the mirror's talking back. So these are now B. I'm so sorry. Here's A, which I personally think are brilliant. And here's B. Okay, this turned into quite a fun thing. Maybe I should do this next time I buy glasses. That's what we'll do. Next time I buy glasses, we'll bring Katie's arm. We'll do it as a Katie's arms, and I'll try a bunch on, and then you guys can decide. That's going to be great. Anyway, that's the spectacle thing. Either way, I love these, and I love the fact that I look like Deirdre Barlow and everyone else can fuck off. Can't wait for rugby. Oh yes, B2, Deirdre Barlow. Good. When is rugby? 31st of May. We're nearly on tour. I'm so excited. So rugby, and then I heard Lovely Mark. Oh, is it Halloween? Oh. He's actually lovely. Everybody loves him. And he used to work at the Donkey Sanctuary. So everybody loved that as well. I heard him on the phone the other day selling me. How pimp is that? It's like, when do you want Katie? What do you want her to do for you? I was like, turns out Lovely Mark, right, for all his corduroy and his, you know, Steve Jobs crossed with geography teacher, there is another element that we should add here. I'm unclear how we add this. I think we do a straight line graph upwards. Also, hooker. No, not hooker. What's the guy that runs a hooker? Pimp. So Lovely Mark is really a pimp. In fact, I probably need someone to call the police for me. I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm not mocking abusive relationships. After all, my first husband left me after 8 months. So, but I'm in an abusive relationship because Lovely Mark is clearly working as a pimp, as my pimp, and is pimping me out. I heard him on the phone yesterday to a big theatre who's booking us for 2025. I can't remember where it's called. Shall I find out the name? Shall I shout? Shall I shout live? Hold on, I'm going to do this. Hold on, I'm going to shout to Lovely Mark while you're there. Just wait there, okay? Hold on. Love, what was the theatre called? Felixstowe. Thanks, love. Thanks, love. And you bastard for calling me a witch. Spa Pavilions, Felixstowe. So they are going to have us there in 2025. So, but anyway, yeah, so I heard Mark, like, chatting with them, going, oh yeah, like, Katie'd love to do that. And I was like, what's he saying I'd love to do? Oh yes, she'd love to be on her knees. Yeah, she loves that. Oh yeah, she loves it. She loves to swallow, 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 swallow. No, I'm not saying that that's what he said, but there is just like that, you know, I'm like in another room and I can hear him saying, oh yes, Katie, la la la. And it's true, I do. I love people, I love theatres, I love you guys on the road. I just want everyone to be all right. And I'll pretty much do anything to make that possible. So anything better. But also, it's kind of funny hearing your husband sell you. I don't know, you see, there's no need, is there? This is why I get in trouble. Because that isn't what he's selling. He's just saying, as an artiste, I would love to go to their theatre. And I'm in the background going... I shouldn't be allowed out, should I? I always laugh so hard. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Cheers to us. Should we have a cheers? Come on, let's. Cheers us. And it's true, I love swallowing. I don't know it. I have to think of other things, you know. I think about yop. We're not doing this conversation. This has gone a whole day. I'll be removed from Instagram forever. Oh, right, stop. Okay, come on, come on now, let's be sensible. Oh, I've got the giggles now. Okay, come on. Okay. So, anyway, let's do Police Scotland, shall we? Because this is, oh, yes, Spa Pavilion, Felixstowe. Yes, right, good. Bloody hell. I know, sorry. Sorry, I think I'm over. I think they call it overspoken, don't they? I think I may have just overspoke. So, let me tell you a true story about Police Scotland. Right. So you know now that Police Scotland are bringing in, or at least the Scottish government, Scot, are bringing in a new hate crime bill from the 1st of April under Humza Yousaf. And he is, you know, he should never be in any political office. He's a nightmare and a disaster. I could, and I have written down, 1 second, 2 pages, which I intend to release at some point, of all of the mistakes Humza Yousaf has been making in the last time since he's been in power. Regardless, they're bringing in a new crime bill that will essentially mean that any time you speak, anything you say can be used, and you could be prosecuted for hate speech inside of your own home. So if you were inside of your home and you spoke about, I mean, it wouldn't apply if it was me because I'm white, I'm straight, I'm English, and Police Scotland can't stand me. But if you're like, that Katie Hopkins, she's a white, I don't even know how you would say something against me. But so if let's change it around, if you said something about, say, a black person, say I was black, that black Katie, she's so black, I hate her. Inside your own home, that would become a punishable, prosecutable, imprisonable offence. And that's what they're bringing in under Humza Yousaf. Let me take you back to when I was being eviscerated from the face of the planet in the UK. We're not going down this road again because we've got to leave the past in the past. But it was at the time I was probably towards the height of my powers in terms of I had my column, I think I had my radio show, and I tweeted about, we've discussed this once before, what is the expression? Is it sweaty jocks or is it sweaty socks? What's the one you're allowed to say? I'm going to say you're allowed to say sweaty socks. Is that right? So whatever the one you're allowed, let's say the one you're allowed to say is sweaty socks or the sweaties. I used the wrong one on a tweet. So I think I used the one that's seen as being really, so okay, sweaty socks, you're allowed to say. I mistakenly said sweaty jocks, and I think that is seen as being very, very offensive. And I tweeted it because it was the Scottish nurse. Do you remember? She went over to be Miss Goody Two-Shoes and help with Ebola in Africa. Back when Ebola in Africa was the kind of pre-Ukraine. Like if you couldn't, now you've taken a Ukrainian refugee, right? Back then you went to Africa and worked with Ebola because you were so noble. And then you told people, oh yeah, I went to Africa and worked with Ebola. You know, or then later you got your NHS flag and put that up because, you know, oh yeah, I've got my NHS flag up. Yeah, it's a rainbow. Yeah. All those wankers, right? So anyway, why did someone just write, I'd tap it? Stop. I'm not offering it. When people say, oh yeah, I'd do her. Did I ask to be done? Did I say to you, would you do me? I didn't. Just saying. I mean, it's nice that you would, but all I mean is I never said, oh, come tap me. What do you mean? I need a bit more than a tapping as well. Don't stand knocking. Anyway, so the Ebola nurse that went over to do Ebola in Africa because, you know, came back and she knew she had Ebola because they tested before she got on the plane and she hid her temperature, got on the plane with Ebola, and then, Scottish nurse she was, came down to England for treatment. And I said, quote, oh, that's typical, sweaty, whatever the wrong one is, jocks coming down here like an Ebola bomb. Right, that was the tweet. And it was basically pointing out, don't go over there and be a goody two-shoes, come back with Ebola, be Scottish, and then come down to England and be like, you know what I mean? Like, keep your Ebola to yourself. Anyway, over to Australia I go, family Christmas, and it must be Christmas Eve. I get a call in the middle of the night. Yeah, it was headline news what I'd done, obviously, because it was back then when I was allowed to be in the newspapers. I get a call Christmas Eve in Australia in the middle of the night, because 12 hours time difference, Police Scotland. And my tweet had been reported as a hate crime. And this is before the days of the new hate crime bill. This is under the old hate crime bill. And I was told in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve, no word of a lie, Lovely Mark was right next to me. Police Scotland here, we're going to repatriate you to the UK on hate crime charges for your tweet. And that was what? How many years ago is it since I was removed from the face of the planet? 5 years ago? Maybe more? 8? Repatriating me from Australia on Christmas Eve for a tweet. That was happening then. So if you imagine like this hate crime bill has just been passed for a laugh, this has been brewing in the Scottish system with the deviants that work inside Police Scotland for a very, 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 very long time. This has been percolating for over a decade because typically, and in my experience, it was always Police Scotland that liked to have a headline when it involved a tweet. And that's my personal experience, not a word of a lie, from however many years ago. I'll have to ask Lovely Mark when it actually was. Repatriation to the UK over a tweet where I inadvertently mixed up my Cockney rhyming slang. I'm not Londoner, what can I say? Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah. And I genuinely believed I was being flown back to Britain to face hate crime charges, which I didn't mind the hate crime charges bit so much because that is bonkers. But I did mind being called in the middle of the night to be intimidated about being flown back to the UK over a tweet. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to intimidate you, to push you, to make you anxious, to give you anxiety. It's why all of the times I've been investigated, it's always a Friday evening. Other people out there will know. Friday evening is when they drop the bomb on you, that you're going to be arrested or charged or whatever. Anyway, that got quite serious. But I wanted to share that because that's a true story. I worked for the government when I was 18. I know how the system works. I don't trust any government. No, nor I. Nor I. And I'm not intimidated, of course, now, because it doesn't matter what they do to me now. What are they going to do? What are they going to change? Lock this up? Or watch me. Watch me go. Oh, okay. Do you know what's happened? We've gone through a whole half hour without even trying. I know. And I said, can we talk about my earrings? Oh, we can. The only thing I'd say is, so I love them. They are sausage dog, like balloon. I'm going to try and put them, I'm trying not to give you my whole nostril because you don't need that. So they're like, yeah, do you see? But the only thing I'd say about them is my ear holes, look, to get it out, I have to really I have to kind of clench my lady parts. Don't worry. Because they're a bit, like I literally have to hold I'm holding my pubic floor because you see, that's not going to come out ever. I'm now going to, see, look, this, I can't go around like that, can I? Look, now it's stuck in at this angle. So yeah, basically I think my holes, there, aren't they the cutest thing you ever saw? But my holes are so tight. That's my problem. Yeah. My holes are so tight. Everything's just such a tight fit. I know, my hole is too small. Many, many, many men have said that. They're like, oh, this is a squeeze. No one's ever said that. Never. Right, before someone said I've been drinking, I actually haven't. And so I'm going to wish you all, I think that was quite an explicit half hour. Might have to not share this. Don't tell anyone. Right, don't tell anyone what we said. Don't share it. Right. The first rule of Katie's Arms Pub Night is that we don't talk about Katie's Arms Pub Night. You can mention to your friends that you heard that my holes were really small. Okay, I will see you there on the road very, very soon. And we will keep the Katie's Arms going as much as we can in around the tour. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But for now, from me and lovely Mark, who called me a witch, and to everybody at the Katie's Arms, thank you very much for all your support. I see you. I see you when someone is, you know, more unkind than they might need to be. And I see you all riding on into my defence. And please know that I see you and I'm grateful to you. So thanks very much for all the support. If you do want to come to any of the last dates or last tickets that we've got, it's www.katiesarms, just like the pub, .com. And I look forward to seeing you somewhere very soon. Do keep your chins up. Don't let this country get you down. I promise you, you have my word, we will get through this. And you are being made to feel this way on purpose, but we will not let the bastards win. Okay, see you soon.